Story 1. The Man in the Hallway. It was a typical, boring day in calculus class. Friday, 7th period, the weekend and spring break were just hours away. Everyone was restless, counting down the minutes. Our teacher, who was usually laid back, decided to skip the lesson and play some quiz games on sportscla.com. We were halfway through a logo quiz. I remember my friend shouting the answer Adidas when the loudspeaker suddenly crackled to life. The dean's voice came through, panicked, shaking. "This is not a drill. Go into lockdown. Now." Instantly, the mood changed. Our teacher's face went pale. He sprinted to turn off the lights and ordered us to move to the back corner of the room. The hum of the fluorescent lights stopped. Even the buzzing panel in the back went silent. The school had cut power. That's when we realized this was serious. Then we heard it, screaming, a man's voice echoing down the hallway. It got louder and louder until we could make out the words. "I'll kill all of you." 2 girls started sobbing. My heart was pounding so hard it hurt. The banging started, first on the lockers, then on our classroom door. He was right outside. One of the girls screamed, which only made him angrier. He started pounding harder, yelling, "Open up." It felt like an eternity before he finally moved on, his screams fading down the hall. When the dean came back on the speaker, he explained that a mentally unstable man had attacked the woman at the front desk and run inside the building. Nobody knew if he was armed. The teachers were told to continue class. Doors locked, no one leaves. Hours later, a janitor found the man asleep inside a storage closet near the back of the school. According to rumors, a .44 Magnum was sticking out of his pocket. But before police arrived, he was gone. No one ever found out who he was or where he went. I just hope he finally got the help he needed. Story 2. The Man Across the Street. My school had 2 lunch periods. 6th graders and some 7th graders in the first, and the rest of the 7th and 8th graders in the second. It was an overcast, rainy day in October. During first lunch, I heard 4 loud booms. At first, I thought it was thunder, but then the entire cafeteria screamed. Campus security rushed in, shouting for everyone to get into the multi-purpose room. Kids who were still in line had to throw away their food and run. The back wall of the room was all glass, and security started covering it with curtains while teachers guarded the exits. Everyone whispered and speculated. Then my friend Eric asked one of the adults what was happening. When he came back, his face was pale. He said, "You know those houses across from TMS? There's a crazy man over there. He barricaded himself inside. Said he's going to shoot the cops if they try to evict him. He was watching kids outside the school. Turns out, the man was a registered sex offender. We were stuck in that room for over an hour. When it was over, teachers escorted us back to class one group at a time. Later, my friend Brandy told me that the man lived right next door to her. She remembered last Halloween, seeing him at his window, cutting his arm and writing in his own blood, "Don't come here or I'll kill you." She thought it was a decoration. But after that day, we all realized it wasn't a Halloween act. He was truly insane. Story 3. The Basement. I'm 22 now, fresh out of college. Recently, I got a job back in my old high school, working as a computer intern in the basement. It wasn't glamorous, but the office was nice. 3 desks, 2 mini fridges, a flat screen, and air conditioning, something the rest of the school didn't have. My coworkers, Dave and Gary, were upstairs that afternoon. I was alone, eating my sandwich, when the phone rang. The woman from the front office sounded terrified. "Lockdown. Someone possibly armed is in the building." I froze. The basement door didn't even have a working lock. The office didn't have a door at all, just a wide opening. I turned off the lights, muted my phone, and waited. It was dead silent for about 20 minutes until the basement door creaked open. Someone was coming down. I hid under my desk as footsteps echoed closer and closer. Whoever it was walked into the office, but didn't turn on the lights. Then my phone dinged. A message. The sound sliced through the silence like a blade. The footsteps came toward me. Panicking, I dove out and screamed, "Please don't shoot." A man grabbed my arm. He was wearing a red plaid shirt, jeans, and a red and black cap. "It's okay," he said. "I'm just hiding here too. Do you know if there's an exit?" I nodded, barely breathing. "That way." Then I asked, "Who are you?" He hesitated, then said he was just a parent who came to pick up his son when the lockdown started. I glanced at my phone. The message was from Dave. Dude, this is insane. Some guy with a gun shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and hat. Don't come upstairs. My heart stopped. I looked up slowly. The man was staring right at me. I bolted for the stairs. A gunshot echoed behind me, the bullet ricocheting off metal. I reached the top. Police were already there. They caught him the second he tried to escape through the basement door. Mr. Buckley survived the shooting. Turns out, the gunman had a personal grudge against him, though nobody ever found out why. But I'll never forget that sound. That single gunshot, echoing through the dark basement.